That's all I needed to do. And now I gotta fish this. It fell down my leggings. There we are. Okay. We can be champions of love. That's what I wanted to express to you. And what does champions mean? It means being proactive when you're not feeling like it, when you're angry, when you don't like what's going on in the world, to still find the inner strength in these crazy tough times, to still find love for the most difficult people to love, to still find that. So I'm asking us to do this in the way that we can. And I was thinking about, like, what does this mean to be a champion of love? And for me, it's shifting from the times when I ask, does God love me? Some of you might ask, does God love me? Is there a God? To, how can I be love in this moment for this person? Even in a short little way, how can I be love now? So, and the thing we got to be careful with is it's not doing for others when your own soul is calling you. You got to start with your own flame, your inner flame, taking care of yourself first, so that you can give love. I bet you a lot of people can share this story with me. When I was little, I think I was a very sensitive kid. He's asking me to stay in one place. I don't know. I was a very sensitive child. Maybe I should take this thing off. I was a very sensitive child. How many other people felt like you were sensitive or shy when you were a kid? That seems to be the case for a lot of people that are on the path, right? I remember listening to the song, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. And also the song, Imagine, crying. And there was part of me that knew that love is my purpose. But what does that mean? Love is my purpose. Okay. I cry, and I knew my purpose was love. But now I see that love is what everybody's looking for. Everybody wants to feel like they're important to somebody, that they belong, that what they did was appreciated and accepted. And then there's also the stuff that's going on in the world right now, which is pretty scary and horrible, and things can go wrong when people are so out of line with their own love, when they don't know themselves and they don't know how to take care of themselves. They can completely lose track with where love is. So, where do you think war and power and greed and justice, what are other things that you're concerned about in the world? Like, where are they fitting in? Pollution? Like, what other things are bothering you? What? Injustice, dishonesty, racism. Yeah, right, sexism. Yes. I know, when we get going, we can find so many of these things that can really bother us. And unethical people, and those are really unloved people, people who don't feel loved, who've lost love totally. Leaders can tend to enlist insecure, more unloved people in groups to hate on defenseless and less powerful people. We've heard stories of this. Horrible racism and sexism our whole lives, and it's been going on for decades. But like I said, I submit to you that every single one of the people that's going along with this, or even the ones who are instigating this hate and this corruption, are deficient. They've lost sight of love. Do you remember we've heard them say here at Unity, hurt people, hurt people? We're seeing it all the time. And I have to admit, I get so angry. You know, I want something to happen to some people in government right now. I want them out of there. I remember, I'm thinking of somebody in this room right now, we talked about like fantasizing about like what if one of their planes went down with all of them, wouldn't that be great? It's not a very loving thing to think. But here's the thing, love hurts, yeah, love hurts. Depends on the kind of love you mean, but yeah. But we all have smaller versions of this in ourselves. Now this is an illustrative rendering of each of you, right? Okay. All right. Just imagine this is your, I'm sorry, I'm moving. This is your energy, right? What happens to you, your energy? This is just like we're just pretending this is your energy. When I think about like their plane going down, I'm hurting myself, right? When those inner child wounds we haven't addressed are still telling us how to think and how to feel. I know one time I was talking to this man, and because I had cleared up a lot of wounds in that area, and he was talking to me, I was thinking, that's not him talking, that is a wounded child. I could feel it. I could feel it. I bet you've noticed that too with people. So there's less energy to share in the world. There's less love to share. There's less light to share, right? Inner child conflicts. Now, even competition with other people. I'm not good unless I'm the most important one. That cuts it off too. Even, this is like the paradox of the universe. We think that we're going to be all right when we make that much money, when we reach that goal, when we're in love with somebody validates us. There's like nothing left to really be love. So it's the old, you'll be happy when. And how does that sound? I know, I threw it at you. How does it sound? I know, I almost forgot I had asked you to do that. Yeah. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for us. I love this quote. I've used it a couple of times. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't hear what you're saying because who you are is speaking so loudly, right? So we're asking you to bring yourself to that. How, when we are so wounded as a society, many of us have probably, our hearts are broken because we know people who are supporting maybe some unethical things that are happening in the world. So the truth is we can illuminate the world, but we've got to be strong in here. And how do we do that? So I'm asking you, I'm going to give you a bunch of like ideas, but I'm asking you for others too. So there's like being deliberately grateful. Like, oh, I love that bag. I just love your bag. That's grateful. My shoes, thank you for my shoes. Thank you for my feet. Starting somewhere, gratitude. And I also want to share gratitude with this community. When my mother died last month, you like showered me with love. And I felt it. And it was beautiful. And here's the beautiful thing about doing for other people. When you have it within you to do, or you can, even just sending energy to them, loving energy, heals you too. People came to my house, they went to the service. I had Roger and Pete performed at the memorial service, and then my house was filled with food. And there were people who were sending me messages, oh, I'm so sorry I couldn't come. Do you know how that made me feel? It made me feel wonderful. Like you felt me, you heard me. So I just want to thank everyone for that. What are some other ways that you can, I'll have to get tape to redo this, but but what are some other ways that you can put yourself back together to be loved, to feel love? Journaling helps a lot. Meditation, going to treatment, going to therapy, coaching. Singing, Carol said singing, yeah. And we're gonna sing a song a little later. We'll sing a few of them. I noticed myself, I went to this pretty expensive training across the country in California, and it taught me how to be the observer. So it was like accelerated meditation, sort of. So it helped me to see my thoughts, because we tend to think that we are our thoughts. There's always this little part that wants to tell you you're not as good. Oh, you're a woman, you're not as good. You're gay, you're not as good. You're black, you're not as good. Or I don't have as much money, I'm not as good. So there was this voice. But what I learned was I could look at that voice and say, thank you for sharing. You go sit in the corner, and I'm gonna shine. And I'm gonna share this shine with the world. So I ran in with because I want to point out that this is work. It's like training. It's like, oh, this is all great stuff. We hear how great this stuff is, but to actually do it, it's like you gotta, it's like, hey, if I do push-ups on a regular basis, well, it takes work, it takes consistency. But when I did that training and I learned that, I noticed, like I was cleaning my house, it was years ago, cleaning my house, I'm like, that stuff's not happening in my head anymore. It like cleared it. I didn't have that like, you're no good, it just went away, which was wonderful. And then, it was at the time when I was really pushing my coaching business, 3 people just called me out of the blue. So there's something about energy here. 3 people called me out of the blue and said, oh, I want to hire you as a coach. I'm like, where did you come from? One guy said, I saw you speak a few years ago, and for some reason you just came into my mind. So I think there was like something going on there energetically, which was totally cool. And if other people, if you have something to add to this, like how I'm talking about how do you do it? Another one is mirror work. Has anybody ever done mirror work? Yep, a couple people. This is where you spend some time with yourself, by yourself. And I may have told you this before, but people need to be reminded all the time, right? Light a candle, make sure there's not going to be any interruptions, and look into the mirror and invite your soul. Welcome your soul. It's so great to see you. I want you to know how much I love you. Give yourself the space to do that. It feels scary. The first time I did it, there's another, I cry a lot apparently, but I cried there too. So doing that as well. Any other things that help people to fuel yourself, to feel better? Yeah, Marie.
Find a
That's great. That's great. Time in nature, Maureen said. Time in nature. Exercise. Yes. Yes.
Self-forgiveness.
Beautiful. Yes. Forgiving yourself, very deliberately forgiving yourself. I want to add to that. That's a very good one. Yes. So these are the things to do. And I just want to share a couple of times it worked when I did something. I was just like deliberately being loved, deliberately like sharing, like looking at people and saying to myself, to them, I love you. I try to do that when I sing. It's funny, I don't remember as much as I'd like, but I try to do that when I sing. I was working in a convenience... Huh?
We feel it.
I try to do it more, but thank you. Thank you. I was working in a convenience store. I was between jobs, like, all right, I need to do something to make money here. Line of people getting cigarettes, alcohol at 7 o'clock in the morning, lottery tickets. And I just kept looking at them at the counter and thinking. I didn't say I love you to them, but I just thought it. People changed. They felt it. One guy just like looked at me and smiled, but I could feel the energy just completely changed. And I want to share just another story with my son, who's now 38, but at the time he was 6. He did not want to go to back to school. It was the second day. He said, I'm gonna take the bus, but no, I'm not gonna take the bus. I'm not going. I hate it there. I hate it there. And he actually ran into the house, and here's this little 6-year-old trying to hold me back from opening the door. So I had to force him on the bus. It broke my heart. I called his teacher while he was on the bus. So this is just an illustration of one little thing you can do that can make a difference. Called his teacher, and she said, oh, I had no idea he was having any trouble. He seemed like he was doing fine. She goes, all right, just let me take care of it. I picked him up, in front of the house at the end of the day, and he was beaming. And I said, what happened? How come you're so happy? And he said, my teacher called me sweetie. The energy, just feeling it, makes all the difference. It makes all the difference. So, we've got all these things to do, and you ask me anytime. I mean, I got a ton. I pull out my back pocket, like, here's something else you could do, here's something else you could do, here's something else you could do. But we don't have a society or enough. We do have some, but we don't have enough community that supports us in doing these things on a regular basis. Do you see what I mean? It's a difference. Like, I love this community, but having people who like, all right, we're going to talk to each other every day, and we're going to say, this is what I'm doing for myself. The check-in piece of it makes a huge difference. So I'm inviting you, like, I'm going to collect names for people who want to have other people to connect with, and I will, like, connect you together so that you can do the things that allow you to be love on a regular basis. Does that make sense? Yeah, so, yeah. So it's an important piece of it. It's embodying it. It's loving other people. So, all right. At this point, I'm going to ask the band, and we're going to sing a song. I'm going to see if I can try to get you to involve. I'm so glad Carol said singing is it, because yes, singing's it. I'm going to leave this on, and I'll just sing into this. So. There is, and we're, part of why we're singing this song is Peggy loves this song. But there's one line, and when I do this, it only happens a couple of times. oh, you got to be crazy, all right? And the thing about it is, like, you're allowing yourself to realize, oh, I think I'm crazy a lot of times, and that's okay. I'm still going to do it. So just look at it like that, because we're bringing in singing, dreaming, and love into the world. So
3, 4. Oh, could we get her on the mic? I think you probably got muted.
Headset mic.
my headset mic stopped. Okay.
Maybe just use the mic because I think
Okay.
it was feeding back.
Okay.
Take 2, 3, 4.
I put my hand up.
People say to me, oh, you gotta be crazy. How can you sing in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you sing when so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that a song will make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say, fools such as I, who sees a song has somewhere to begin.
Here's the chorus.
A song is somewhere to begin. The search for something worth believing in. If changes are to come, there are things that must be done. And the song is somewhere to begin.
Take it, Carol.
People say to me, oh, you gotta be crazy. How can you dream in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you dream when so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that a dream will make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say a fool such as I, who sees a dream has somewhere to begin.
Here we are.
A dream is somewhere to begin. The search for something worth believing in. If changes are to come, there are things that must be done. And a dream is somewhere to begin.
Now we're going to sing about love.
People say to me, oh, you gotta be crazy. How can you love in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you love when so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that love will make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say a fool such as I, who sees love as somewhere to begin. Love is somewhere to begin. The search for something worth believing in. If changes are to come, there are things that must be done. And love is somewhere, and dreams are somewhere, and the song is somewhere to begin.
I don't know what I did to that mic, but I'll just finish with this one. I'm almost done. I think it's attached here too. So, yeah, I just want to remind you, it's like embodying this, knowing this, being love is where the real work is. We know what to do. You know, at this point in our lives, I don't see too many people under 20 here. I'm over 22. We've collected a lot of like, oh, this is a great idea, this is a great idea. But now doing them is the work. And being in connection, a deeper community. We have a great community, and I really love the book clubs and all the things that we do together. But specifically to get together with people just to be love. Talk to me about it, and I'll just take names, and then I'll put you together, and I'll even come and like help you figure it out. So, because that's, you know, we don't want trauma limiting ourselves and hurting other people. And we don't want our sensitivity squashed. So I want to end with just something. I thought I found it on Facebook, but it's pretty good. So there's something happening beneath the surface of the world right now. I'll step out and say, it's love. We're trying to bring more love into the world. So there's something happening beneath the surface of the world right now. You can sense it in your soul. It isn't just about countries or politics. It's energy. Light and darkness, love and fear, I would add, are battling. And since you're here, you're likely one of the souls who came to help. So I'm asking us all to help. All right? Keep shining. Keep praying. The world needs your light more than ever. That's it, I'm done.